something is seriously wrong here in Whispermill. But like as not, we're here to find out what it is and put a stop to it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another chapter of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we first arrived at Whispermill, where we have found absolutely nothing except, well, man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Nobody here wants to say anything to us, and scrutinizing them always yields the same 4-word sentence: a deeply pious person. That's all we know about these people. And the longer we stay here with this foreboding music, the more I don't want to be here. So before I run out of this town in terror, let's hear the tale of Ophilia's Chapter 4. The story so far. After carrying out her duties in Goldshore, all that remained for Ophilia was to bring her ember back to Flame's Grace. But before she could do so, Lianna appeared before her. Ophilia's sister had come to tell her of their father's passing. Yet when Ophilia attempted to comfort her desperate sister, she was betrayed, and her sacred ember stolen from her. "Can you truly bring my father back? You really mean it?" As she slipped from consciousness, Ophilia heard those words. Who was Lianna speaking to? Who had stolen Lianna's heart with such lies? Ophilia arrives in Whispermill to find out and bring this tragedy to a stop, before she loses what little family she has left. Excuse me, might I ask? A cleric of the Sacred Flame? I'm rather in a hurry, I'm afraid.
I see.
If I might have a moment. I've got fields to till, another time.
Why?
You're from the church, eh? The Sacred Flame?
Yes.
I am Sister Ophilia. If I might trouble you with just one thing. Is there perchance someone in this village known as the Savior? Beats me.
What?
Seriously? This is a peaceful farming village. We've got no troubles here. At least none we need your help with. So if you were thinking of praying for us, you can go somewhere else.
Right.
I see. Well, at least these guys are talking to us, but it still seems like they don't like us very much. A sister could get the impression she isn't welcome around here. Best to keep digging. Let's have a look around, shall we? Sister! Oh, please, are you from the church? You must help me. Whatever's the matter? My child, my boy, he suddenly took ill. Please, you must save him.
Goodness.
I understand. I will do everything in my power to help him. Pray take me to him.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. He's right this way. Alright, let's see what's... There's no one here. And you're not the... Where's the child?
That's right.
I've brought the cleric, brother. Oh,
I'm most
no.
grateful.
You have served us well. The Savior will be pleased. You have got to be shitting me. Man, I guess we really should have bailed out of here when we had the chance. Sister Ophilia, it is not wise to put too much trust in others. For there are many in this world who are all too eager to deceive.
The fact of the
The
matter
Savior
is...
foretold your coming. He said a female cleric would come, seeking the ember. He said she was, in truth, a witch with the power to ensorcel the hearts of others, and that we should capture her before she brings ruin to our village. A witch? Christ, whatever the hell are you talking about? The only Octopath witch I know of is Detrena, and she's probably the most benevolent witch I'll ever meet, if a bit narcissistic. The hell are you guys talking about?
That cannot be.
A witch? Now hold on a moment, give me a chance to explain. You son of a bitch. Where am I? Awake at last, Sister Ophilia? Wait, you're...
But...
Master Mattias! But you couldn't be... But I am. I suppose there's no need to hide the truth from you any longer. I am the one these people call the Savior. You? Then the one who made Lianna steal the ember?
Yes.
Yes, that was me as well.
What?
But why? Why would you, of all people, do such a thing?
If I might.
Long ago, the gods brought fire from the heavens down to the earth to seal away one of their own. That is the sacred flame now worshipped throughout the land. Given your position in the church, I'm sure you are well versed in the history of our world. But ask yourself this. What would happen if the sacred flame were to lose its power? If it grew weak and faltered?
This cannot be.
You can't seriously mean to release the fallen god from his bonds. Oh, perish the thought. I'm not so foolish as that. And yet, even sealed away as he is, Galdera is possessed of great power. Power that he has deigned to share with me. As his power grows, so does my own.
You must stop.
That power is forbidden. There's a reason the 12 gods sealed Galdera away for all eternity. It's not meant for the hands of men. That is not for you to decide. If the power exists to be taken, then it exists to be used.
You're wrong.
You're abominable.
Oh.
Are we not all the same, sister? Just look at these poor villagers. When disease was running rampant and they were desperate, all I had to do was save a few of them. And they were all too eager to declare me their savior. You saved them?
Yes.
As a loyal servant of a Galdera, I wield a fragment of his great power. And yet even that is but a fragment of a fragment. Sealed away as he is, my master's powers are not what they once were. But with Sister Lianna's aid, I will loosen those bonds.
Lianna.
Is Lianna here? Of course. She is my loyal Vestal.
What?
Vestal? But I must be going. There is much I still must prepare. Fear not, Sister Ophilia. As long as you do not oppose me, I will do you no harm. After all, I might need a replacement for Lianna, should aught go amiss. What? Wait! We're not through here! Looks like we've got ourselves into quite the existential pickle here. We've got some travel banter we should take care of. Ophilia and Primrose. Now this isn't right. Shutting up pretty girls in a miserable place like this. With a savior like this, who needs enemies? I'm sorry, Primrose. It shouldn't have come to this. If only I'd... Now, Ophilia. No one's saying this is your fault. We should be blaming the ones that took advantage of your kindness. But but nothing. Now stop blaming yourself and help me find a way out of here. Yes, of course. Primrose truly does have a generous heart. That charlatan will get his comeuppance 10 times over. There's nothing we can do here. We're stuck in the cage. Man, when I get my hands on Mattias, he won't have a single clue what hit him. But for now, there's nothing else we can do but wait and see what happens.
Ophilia?
Oh, I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
Lianna?
What are you doing here?
Shh, not so loud. I'm sorry, Ophilia. I'll get you out of here.
That's the least you can do after you stole the ember from us. What the hell are you doing in those black clothes anyway?
But, Lianna, why? I'm sorry, Feely. I did it for my father. He's gone. He left us forever.
Well, like as not, Lianna, you're going to have to learn to accept that. Death is a part of life. And in some ways, it's not unlike any other milestone we celebrate throughout someone's life. We celebrate birthdays and going away parties in much the same way. We all know that people are going to age, that they are going to leave our lives, at least in some capacity, whether by one way or another. And yet, we celebrate those milestones because they're just as important as anything else in our lives. I feel like when it's time for somebody to go, the last thing you should do is hold them closer.
But the Savior promised me he can bring Father back. All I need to do is act as his Vestal.
Do you really trust him, though?
Listen to yourself, Lianna. This is madness you speak. What? How could you say such a thing? Do you not even care that Father is gone?
Of course we care that Father is gone. But you have to understand that you can't bring somebody back from the dead.
Lianna. All those days we spent together, you and me and Father, dining together, talking together, laughing together. We'll never know that happiness again. Don't you even care? I do care, but that doesn't mean you can bring back the departed. I can't believe you, Ophilia. Were you always this cruel-hearted?
It looks like Lianna's gonna be harder to convince than we thought.
Listen to me, Lianna. Of course I wish His Excellency were still alive. But those who pass through the gate to the afterworld are never to return. And if you let that man use this forbidden power, there's no telling what horrors might be unleashed. I won't give up. Father is coming back. I'll see to that. When he's back, we can all be a family again, just like before. Wouldn't you like that too, Feely?
I'll forgive you just this once, because I know what the madness of sorrow can do to a person. But when you look back on this moment, Lianna, you will understand how blind the desperation made you.
I'll leave the door unlocked. Please, get away from this place before anyone finds you. And just Leave the rest to me, okay? Lianna!
Looks like we've got some travel banter. Hopefully Cyrus can help talk some sense. Oh, no, I guess it's Tressa this time. Ophilia. Lianna doesn't know what she's doing. She's been fooled by Mattias's lies. Of course I want to believe in her, but when times get tough, it's easier for people to lose sight of what's important. They don't know what to do, they don't know who to turn to. But that's what friends are for. Friends reach out a hand and pull them out of the chaos, and help them remember what really matters. Lianna is your friend, isn't she? Then you have to be strong for her. Reach out a hand and pull her back onto the right path. You're right, Tressa. Thank you. Anytime. I'm always here to lend a hand when you need it. Alright. I guess we'll have to keep going. Wonder what's next for us. Looks like we're still looking around the village, huh? I wonder what's going on. Miss Lianna has accepted the guidance of the Savior. She has consented to serve as his Vestal.
Good!
At last, finally, all of our wishes will come true. The Savior, Mattias, has won these people over. They believe his every word. What are they talking about, though? Wishes?
Oh,
Still, was it right what we did to that poor girl? Attacking a cleric of the church, and the flame bearer at that. It just doesn't seem right.
Ah,
When did believing in the flame ever save anyone? Only the Savior deserves our faith.
just so.
Damn right, the Savior is the one who freed us from the plague. If we just do what he says, we'll find our salvation.
Hi.
Man, these people are all a part of a wicked cult. Come on. The Savior told us to come to the cave outside town. We shouldn't keep him waiting. A cave? That must be where Lianna and Mattias went. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's hightail it after them. Oh, this time it's Cyrus's turn to speak, huh?
Now then.
So, it's into the cave we go. I wonder what's inside. Now's not the time for archaeology, Professor. Yes, quite right. Our priority is to rescue Lianna. However, that cave may give us an answer to one of the questions that face us. What question is that? Why did Mattias choose this particular village? Could it be that the ceremony has to be held in that cave? Precisely what I was thinking. If that is the case, then the cave is extremely important to Mattias's plan. But fear not, I shall do everything in my power to help rescue your friend. Then surely we can't fail. But before we go, we need to buy some new shields. I'm going to buy one more adamantine shield. And we'll go to the tavern to change our equipment because it looks like some of our other party members in the tavern are wearing the shield. So I'm just going to transfer them over. I'll remove this. Wait, hold on. Remove this shield. Remove that shield. Remove that shield. And we'll just put it on everybody. It'll replace the spiked shield, thankfully. Alright, looks like we should all be looking pretty good on defense, especially after we gave ourselves those protective bracelets last part. Anytime you need help, just give ol' Alphin a holler. Alright, we might need your help soon. Alright, there's nothing left for us to do. Let's make for the Ebony Grotto. A danger level of 45.